Welcome, folks. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for the latest. We are right in the middle part of a long season, GA. As a player, how do you stay engaged? How do you stay focused?
Kevin, this is where the grind can really catch up to you. Easy to start feeling complacent or check out a little bit. So you got to shake that off. And I tell you another thing, your coaches will play a huge role in keeping you engaged.
So let's take a look at the Boston Celtics starting lineup. And in the front court, Brown and Tatum. Holiday out there with MP. And it's Porzingis in at the 5, roaming the paint. Here's Shed. Off target with his 3. MP kicks to Brown. Back to MP. From downtown, that one's in. His first shot this game.
MP looking solid from there.
And Barnes has got the ball here for the Toronto Raptors. It's a 3-point game. Pass to Shed. Good D by Holiday. And after years of rumors around OG Anunoby and Pascal Siakam, the Raptors dealt them both.
Well, I like what they got back, Kevin. At some point, you got to cut the cord, and they did that. They brought back the hometown hero in R.J. Barrett, along with a few picks, which gives them some flexibility. So it was a time for a new direction in Toronto, and trying to add to that exciting young core is priority 1. Well, you love to see the athleticism that MP is developing here. Gets a step, and look out.
Here's Shed, guarded by Holiday. Pass to Walter. To halt the run, shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
That free throw good from Walter.
2 shots.
He doesn't get the second one. For Boston, they've gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game. Yep, that one goes in there.
Yeah, that's tough for the defense. Porzingis inside. I don't know who defensively is going to get to him.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Now, Darko Rajakovic had a few moments to share with me before. He knows how much Jason Tatum can impact the game. Coach told me Tatum has improved the way he reads the game, how he responds to a defense. He's faster. That means we have to be crisp with how we rotate and send a double. Not a lot of wiggle room on the floor when Tatum is processing information. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David.
Probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Absolutely. And the Raptors off to a slow start. Trailing here by 8. Barnes looking around. In the corner, it's Ingram. Porzingis with the block.
Well, Porzingis, the height, the reach, just overpowering.
And here's MP for 3. He makes another one. That's 4 up and 4 in to start his game.
Pretty easy right now. Clear out, give him some space, let him get to work.
And here in the first, about 3 minutes in. Here's Pirtle. And that's good. A nice job in the glass as they pick up 2 on the second effort.
Man, Pirtle's reach sure comes in handy on the glass. He gets to that ball and attacks right away.
A 3 from MP. And the Celtics another 3.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
Barnes sets a screen for Ingram. And they come right back with their own 3-pointer.
Well, Brandon Ingram answering the call comes right back with 3 of his own.
Outside Tatum over Barnes. Again, the Celtics good for 2.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Raptors trail by 11. Pass to Walter. Back to Ingram. Toronto working the ball around now. Here's Walter. Off target from 3-point range. MP left side. It's rebounded by Scotty Barnes. And Ingram has got the ball here for Toronto. Last meeting was in Boston, where they were unable to fight off the Celtics.
And it's going to come down to effort tonight. Last time they met each other, they were demolished on the boards, and that rebounding difference led to a sizable loss.
Well, let's see if the lesson was learned from that loss. If they come out with the same type of effort, they can expect a similar result here.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Well, if there were 4 or 5 boxes to check in terms of the game plan tonight, they might have checked 6. I mean, they're doing everything out there.
Ingram against Brown. Pass to Shed. Over Holiday. And the last-second attempt doesn't fall. And an overpowering first-quarter effort. Already a double digit. Out on the floor for the Celtics. .132 left now here in the second.
What an incredible game so far for MP. He's showing no signs of slowing down.
Raptors trail by 15 on the floor for Boston. They've got Jason Tatum. Porzingis is out there with Torrey Craig. Then it's Holiday, and it's MP in at the 2-guard spot. Here's Shed. He's averaging a bit over 5 points a game. And the dunk by Pirtle.
Pirtle's so reliable and solid in these pick and rolls. He knows exactly where to be.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Hey guys, MP in the last game against New Orleans lit up the floor. He scored 53 points, and that was his season high. He really lit it up. He was remarkable in that game. Not often you see a player that dominant, and I'm sure he wants to keep it going. Guys?
Excellent, David. Thank you. Greg, how impressive was it watching him completely take over?
Unstoppable. They won that game because of his effort and just his overall relentlessness.
And going up against a team that had no answer for him, we'll see if it plays out the exact same way here tonight.
And here is Barnes after Jason Tatum getting his shot to go from deep. Back to Barnes. Pass to Shed. Now Pirtle. And no good that time. Nice D from Porzingis.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
Oh, crafty move there from MP to get to the foul line. The young man fearless inside.
2 shots.
So he makes 1 of 2 as the second one misses. Now Barnes. Out left to the wing. Here's Walter. And that one released in time, but no good. And so it's the Boston Celtics out in front by 17 points at the end of the quarter. And if they keep draining the threes like they've been so far, their lead is safe. And we've got more in 2K Sports coming your way after this break.
They're giving a master class in ball movement right now, running the offense, finding the open man, and it leads to a bunch.
And let's move on and see. And that about wraps it up. And as the third quarter is about to begin, we go to Kevin Harlan for the call.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. You look at MP in this one, he's been everywhere.
Oof. That first half looked like a dunk contest mixtape. Was just destroying the rim.
Yeah, the defense has got to be a little bit embarrassed. There is no reason why he should just be on top of that rim.
Barnes and Pirtle make up the inside pair. Then it's Brandon Ingram. Then it's Walter. And it's Shed in at the point guard position. That's the groove starting the second half for Darko Rajakovic. MP, no good.
Well, he's a guy they count on to produce from the mid-range. He doesn't miss too many open looks from there.
And, Ray, you've seen the way the game has grown over the years. The skill level of the league is higher than ever.
Yeah, the talent level, Kevin, that is on display on a nightly basis in this league is staggering, but there's a lot of kids out there watching what's going on, and they're going to push this game even further. How exciting is that?
Now here's Tatum. After the miss from Jakob Bertel. A putback, Porzingis on the foul. And the Celtics lead by 19.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
And Darko Rajakovic calls timeout. Wants to regroup and go over the strategy. And here in January, a few teams starting to solidify their spots in the power rankings. Others not so much. You look at San Antonio. They couldn't hold their position this week, but remain in the top 10.
And you know, the Celtics, they've proved the projections right. They are a dominant club, and they're going to be a tough out for anyone.
Here's Walter, currently averaging almost 6 points a game.
Not too much respect shown to him by the defenders.
Celtics leading by 16. And here's MP for 3. Field goal number 9. He's 9 of 12 with that basket.
What a performance on the offensive end. He's making the defenders pay right now for all of the mistakes they're making.
Here's Walter. 6 points for him. And he gets it to go.
And Ingram and his court awareness continue to grow. A terrific dime there.
And here's Holiday, who will bring it up for the Boston Celtics. They'll be hosting Orlando for the next one. That game marks the first half of a quick 2-game homestand. And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, D.A.?
Kevin, well, like a lockdown corner in football, teams just try to keep the ball away from Drew Holiday. He says, I feel like they're not afraid of me, but like, okay, get him off the ball. To me, that's respect. I don't need other people telling me how good I am. You can see it by their actions. Kevin?
So true. He can't be intimidating, David, and we thank you for that report. Now Ingram, following the three-point attempt by MP. Here's the teardrop.
And Porzingis showing some of those signs from early on in his career where he was a great shot blocker.
And we have to take another glance at that powerful rejection.
And guys, they'll think twice about attempting that shot again. That was a big-time rejection.
Luke Cornett, he's checked in for Boston. Pritchard comes in for Drew Holiday. 5 to shoot. Elbow shot is on the way. And Tatum pulls it down. Tatum's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Here's MP. The shot's good. Brown making the play. MP's got 5 points in the quarter.
The desire to win, it fuels MP. He doesn't let anything get in his way.
Pass to Walter. Toronto working the ball around now. Barnes outside. Brown against Ingram. Pulls from the top of the key. And Boston with the rebound. We love young Scotty Barnes. He can shoot, he can defend, and he can really pass. Brent, he seems like the ideal wing.
Well, there's a lot of things there, Kevin, that are very good. You don't become an all-star at that position without those kind of abilities. But the responsibility of playing winning basketball consistently, let's see how that plays out for Scotty moving forward.
And it's Shed missing.
Hate to say it, but if they're still trailing at the final buzzer, a lot of this is going to be felt by him. His shooting tonight has just been atrocious.
And their balanced effort at both ends has hushed this crowd.
All night long, in control of the pace, and you don't want to let go of that rope right now.
Here's Shed after the basket by Boston. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. Shed's got his second bucket of the night.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
Now here's Tatum. He's got 8. Knocks down the 3 ball.
You expect Tatum to be around that 40% mark from deep. Very reliable from 3.
Barnes passes to Ingram. Shoots over Brown. And it's Ingram missing.
And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling.
MP, no good. Toronto shooting around 41% on the night. Ingram with it. He's got 5. Hurdle with a screen on MP. And it's Ingram missing. The 3 quarters of play all in the books. And this one all but over already. Celtics out in front, just dominating this one. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what?
Celtics leading by 23 on the court right now for the Celtics. The small and power forwards, the star pair of Brown and Tatum. MP out there with Holiday, and it's Porzingis in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
Tatum good for at least one highlight finish a night. This guy is box office.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Walter, good. Walter's got 9 points here in the second half.
Can't talk enough about the subtleties in that setup right there. The assist, really the key to that entire sequence.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another.
Bertle sets the pick for Ingram. Offline with his 3.
It's another just bad decision on a night full of those. His shot selection tonight has been questionable at best.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Celtics.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And so now on the year, they'll have 35 wins to their credit. And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for MP.
It was tough to cover all game long. One of those nights when he felt like nobody could stop him, and they didn't.
And the Celtics making a change here.
Peyton Pritchard.
Boston dictating the flow. In the corner, Tatum with it. 41 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Good on the 3-point shot.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yeah, when you step into an opposing team's arena and you can play with this type of composure, boy, that food tastes good on the way out of town.
Making every effort to put this game on ice.
You love that the guys are staying aggressive late in this ball game, just not wanting to let go of the rope.
And really a good job spotting his teammate near the bucket and then just pinpoint passing for the finish.
And he drops in the layup off the glass. And it's 37 points for MP.
A great sign for MP in his career, the ability to convert in traffic.
Pass to Shed. Ingram right side. And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one.